Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 4th. We're going to jump right in here. You have this card that says, new romantic cycle begins. You also have this card that says, meditate and contemplate. So I do feel that there could, I literally said in your just your 2024 reading, I should say, Capricorn, that it seems like a very good love year for you this year. So if you want love, there you go. Even if you don't want love, there could just be, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could just be like a team member, or you could be teaming up with a person, or getting a business partner, something along those lines. And I feel that that would be very good for you as well. So you have the King of Swords, the Moon, and the Three of Pentacles. Again, Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So, like I said, I feel that some of you could be working on a team or teaming up with a person, working together with someone. And, obviously, if you're doing that, I feel there could be a lot of success in you doing that. The King of Swords represents like an expert to me, or someone who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So if you are looking for love, it could be a King of Swords type person who's very wise, probably very independent, but I do also feel very giving as well. So, this could be a good person. They could be very independent, but it's like you're probably both very independent if that's the case. I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your last reading as well. Could be someone who's older than you. Again, there might be some sort of age gap. I'm actually getting both sides as well. So, you could be older, or they could be older. Take it how it resonates, but I do feel that there could be an age gap going on here. I'm hearing up to like 10 years, so could be quite an age gap. But if it works, it works. So that's all that matters. Again, I do feel like some of you, this could be a very independent person. For others, I feel that this is just talking about all the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained over the past few years, and this is clearly going to, I feel that what it's saying is it's time for you to invest your wisdom into something. And so this could be like starting a project, writing a book, starting a business, getting a job based off of all the things that you've learned. It's funny because I did an interview yesterday with someone, and we went through all 12 signs, and I gave predictions. And something that came up for you, Capricorn, is that it's almost like you've learned how to swim, right? But you're still holding on to the side of the pool, and I feel like you have to realize that you've learned how to swim. You know more than enough to get started on something. You have the Moon. The Moon can represent fears, fantasies, and illusions. So I feel like some of you need to manifest something down on earth, like especially if you're trying to, manifest a dream, wish, goal, anything like that. I feel like you need to bring that dream, wish, goal down to earth. That's how I'm seeing this. I'm not getting any of the traditional moon stuff, although to me, traditionally, the moon kind of represented you have some sort of dream. It exists in the ethers, up above your head. You need to bring it down to earth. And so I definitely feel that. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. Again, I do feel for some of you that there could be a person that could just help fill in some gaps. Like if you, there might be certain things that you just don't know how to do, right? So again, you need to kind of fill in those gaps. And trust me, I get it. Like I have a crap ton of Capricorn. As I always say in my chart, I never want to work with anyone. So I totally understand Capricorns not wanting to work with other people. But it's like over the past couple of years, I've hired a ton of people. Mostly my assistant and my brother helped me personally the most, right? Sorry, I'm choking now. And again, they make me move, right? They make sure that I take my ideas and instead of being like a crazy ADHD person where I just think about things and I never get them done, they both make sure that I take action on the things that I probably should be taking action on, right? And I've been super productive over the past few years because of this. I've gotten a lot done. I'm working on a startup. I'm working on like 10 other things at once, right? But I couldn't do it without them. I couldn't work on, 10 businesses at once like I do without multiple people helping and organizing everything, right? So it's made me a lot more productive, and it's given me more time. Like people, I think they, when they find out about all the other stuff that I do, they're like, how do you do all that? I'm like, well, I have employees. I could not do it if I did not, right? And I wouldn't have a life if I did not have that. So there you go. With the King of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles again. So again, maybe I'm the expert that you need to listen to here, Capricorn. If you need to hire people yourself or whatever, I would do it. Three of Pentacles is also a card of quality work. So you don't have to hire anyone, but whatever you do in your life for a living, I would be focusing on quality with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles also says that you're getting recognized for the work that you do, Capricorn. So if you have not been, getting raises or promotions, or if you have not been getting recognition for the work that you do, it looks to me like you're getting recognition finally. I'm pretty sure it's you. Multiple times you've had cards that kind of say your hard work is paying off. I'm pretty sure it's you, right? And so this reading definitely has more of that message as well, that your hard work is paying off. With the moon, you have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's been a long journey here. I would also be thinking smarter, not harder, which I also say to you all the time, Capricorn. I think that when you get too used to things being difficult, then it's like your brain is just like, oh, things have to be hard, but really they don't. So, I kind of feel like this is saying, don't make things hard. Think efficiency, not how hard can I make this, right? With the 3 of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really making things happen, really going for the stuff that you want in life. And that's what I would do here with the King of Wands, is I would make sure that you're really kind of manifesting or creating things that you want to create in your life with the King of Wands. I just get more like go for the goal with the King of Wands. I don't really get anything on him other than if you have a goal, go for it. I feel like it's saying make a move. You have the turtle and the rabbit in the area of the unexpected, kind of like the tortoise and the hare, right? And this has happened before in readings where these two have come out together, so that's pretty interesting. But I feel like for some of you that maybe you've been moving at a very slow pace and you're going to notice that things are about to speed up with the rabbit, I feel. Rabbits, they do move very quickly. Like if you see a rabbit, they make big leaps, they can run very quickly, but they also stop, right? Sometimes they make a big leap and then they kind of freeze. And, I feel that you're getting more into that stage of life where maybe things have been moving very slowly, but I feel like you're about to be making big leaps. But I think in those moments where there's a pause, you need to not freak out. I feel in the moments where things kind of just stay the same, where they plateau, where you're not growing as much, I think those are the moments where you need to say like, okay, my life is better than it was, and there's definitely been an improvement. I've made a big leap forward, and I just need to sit with this energy of being at a plateau where I'm not growing. There's something maybe I need to learn, or there's something that, some sort of change I need to make or whatever. And I think if you slow down, you'll actually make another leap faster than if you just, sit there and worry that things aren't changing, right? You have the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I actually feel pretty good about this. I do not like the 9 of Swords. To me, the 9 of Swords is the worst card in the tarot. So, there you go. Everybody worries about the Tower, but I think the 9 of Swords is much worse. It is like being in a nightmare. It's having a nightmare and being stuck in a nightmare, waking up and still being in a nightmare. So, it's a never-ending nightmare. But I feel that this is saying you are changing your story around your finances. We have the 9 of Pentacles right here. So I feel like you're about to have a financial improvement, or you're about to make a financial improvement in your life, or you're about to see a significant increase in your finances with the 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely like to see this for you. I feel there are a lot of improvements and success coming in for you with the 9 of Pentacles. I also see like much more, there's like some sort of big increase in your finances with the 9 of Pentacles or something. I know I basically just said the same thing, but I think this has to do with a skill that you have. So if you have a skill and maybe you're not using it, or you're not using it as much as you could, that's where I see the increase in your finances with the 9 of Pentacles. I also do feel there's something about independence here, but on top of that, you have going this way, you have the King and Queen of Wands. So if you want love, I feel you could be attracting a person who is not only very attracted to you, but you're both attracted to each other. But I also feel like you're both also very independent, like kind of do your own thing. You have the Ace of Pentacles, definitely attracting a big opportunity. We go this way here up to the Magician. I feel that you could be attracting an opportunity that there's a lot of competition for. So, if you've been trying to get a job, for example, where there's a lot of competition for the job, this could be you getting the job. If you are, this could just be an opportunity. And on the bottom of your clarifying deck, you have the 5 of Wands as well. But this could also be an opportunity that where there's just a lot of competition for whatever it is. So, this looks like something where there's going to be a lot of growth. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. This is a lot of growth, things happening very quickly in the situation as well. So let's see. With the 9 of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, definitely needing to change a story. So the Wheel of Fortune is also a round situation. Wheel of Fortune is a good card, but, at the same time, I always say that I think that it's not as good as people think. Like, I don't think it's a bad card, but, I think that the Wheel of Fortune is an action that we have to take. And the Wheel of Fortune says you need to double down on the good things that happen in your life. And then when there are challenges that come up, you need to take care of those things just as quickly. So with the Nine of Swords there, I feel like it's saying don't ignore the challenges that you have, but also, make sure to double down on good things when they happen. So I feel like you could be taking control of your destiny here. We're going to have to see. I need to see a lot more than that to say that. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Tower. It's funny that I said the thing about the Tower, and then the Tower shows up here. There's definitely something that needs to change. Like the Tower can represent ignoring reality. It says that there is these people, they've been building up these walls around them, and they've been ignoring reality, and now they're being brought back down to reality, and that's the whole point of the Tower. Personally, I like the Tower. I wouldn't want to live a life without Tower moments. I also don't think the Tower is a bad card because, again, you're ignoring reality, you're being brought back down to reality. We're going to have to get more details on that. With the Ace of Pentacles, yes, there's a Three of Wands, expansion. I'm wondering if you already had a Tower moment, so you might have had some sort of Tower moment recently where something fell apart or something didn't work out. And now you're being presented with like a new opportunity where there is much more growth, abundance, much more success. So that's kind of what that looks like to me, Capricorn. Next, you have this Miracles card. Here you go. This is showing up in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this Miracles card and the Stillness card. So I do feel like there could be kind of like a blessing in disguise or a miracle happening after a difficult period of time or some sort of Tower moment that has happened to you. So that's pretty straightforward. You have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. These two wanted to come out together. So the Hermit kind of says if you want love, you're going to have to get out in public, obviously. You're going to have to make people aware of your presence, right? So, I would definitely get out of hermit mode and go learn something new. The other thing that I will tell you is that when we go this way here, through the Tower to the Hermit and the Queen of Wands, the Hermit says you have been through a dark night of the soul, or you have learned something challenging or difficult, and the Queen of Wands is kind of like needing to use that, whatever you use what you have learned or use what you have been through to get some sort of reward in your life. The other thing that I'm getting here is that I feel like some of you are thinking that let's say you did something once and you found success. I feel like you're saying to yourself, it's going to take me just as long to rebuild again. Let me give you an example. It took me, 5 years to, or almost 6 years to have a breakthrough on this channel, on my YouTube channel, right? And so it's almost like you're saying to yourself, oh my God, it took me 6 years to have a breakthrough in doing this. It's going to take me another 6 years to have another breakthrough in my life. And I feel like the Five of Wands is saying no. And the Hermit is also saying no. You learned how to do something. Yes, it took you 6 years to do something, but you learned during that time. And it's like now you know all the tricks, all the secrets, all the ins and outs, and all the different ways of doing things. So it's going to take you much, much less time to do something. So, if you're feeling or thinking that you want to rebuild something here with the Tower, I feel like this is saying it's not going to take you even half the time to do something again. And because you have the knowledge, the wisdom, you've learned what to do. And I feel that this is saying it's time to get started. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds in a direction. It says that if you start planting seeds, pay attention to what works, pay attention to what's not working, double down on the things that are working, and get rid of the rest, and you'll be successful much faster. So, that's kind of what I get here. With the Hermit and the Queen of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, definitely pre-Empress energy, a lot of abundance. This also is a card of your skills. She has these grapes behind her, and grapes in the tarot represent having a skill. So grapes are considered very difficult to grow in the tarot. They are difficult to grow in real life. They require special skills or talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. And so, it kind of says that you have the skills necessary to do something that most people can't do. And so I really feel there is no competition in what you want to do here. With the Five of Wands, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is this or that thinking, and Two of Swords has this new island behind her here. I always say that we're in a time of third place solutions. I feel like you need to get over here to this island because there will probably be new opportunities on that island for you to be very successful. This could be opportunities for work or business or whatever. But again, it's almost like instead of thinking this or that, think of all the options of ways that you can be successful, and that will help. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, we see major changes in your finances, which I kind of feel like this whole entire reading is saying that your finances are about to improve. Things are about to get better, and it's probably because you've learned how to do something. I also feel that there's something, Nine of Pentacles twice, this card, Tower, it's almost like there's a skill that you're not using that you should be using. So if you have some sort of hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, that you're not using in your life, then I definitely feel the reading is saying something needs to be exposed here. You have the Hermit. The Hermit has the star in his lantern, and he needs to shine that lantern out all over the place. So, I feel like you need to kind of shine your inner light or your skills. And again, this could lead to miracles with that miracles card. Next, in the area of the good stuff, this is going to be good no matter what. You have this juggling card. Says, prepare to be busy juggling many roles. Yes, definitely. It says, try to maintain balance between work and personal life. Yes. You have this setbacks card. It says, taking one step forward to make two steps back. I think this is finally ending for Capricorn. Those moments where you get ahead only to be brought back to where you originally started, which I think has been a story for you for a long time. I definitely feel that's a story that is changing in your life. It's like you're finally getting ahead. You're finally able to make progress, and then the progress stays. It's not like, let's say, you want to make $100 a day, right? Maybe in the past you would make $100 a day, but after a short period of time, you would go to $30 a day. You would always be set back. And what I feel here is you're finally making progress that sticks. It's no longer this this up and down thing going on, which I think has been part of your story for a very long period of time. You have the Magician. I always pull the card he's pointing to, which is going to be this one right here. And it says uncertainty on it. So I feel like you have been uncertain about the future. I do feel like it's coming up in the good stuff, but I do feel you need to not worry about the future, basically. Or, if there are things that make you feel uncertain about the future, I think that those things could be affecting you, like mentally. You could be worried about the future or worried about this, that, the other thing. And so I would stay focused. But I also, she has that path straight down the middle there on the card, and there could be a new opportunity. The Magician kind of represents needing to get started on something new. So the Magician is manifesting. He's pointing straight down to the earth on the Magician card, and you could be manifesting something new in your life, and that's exactly what I'd be doing with the Magician is, starting something new. I also feel a lot of Capricorns are going to be reinventing themselves. The Magician is about reinvention, so it wouldn't surprise me if your story is completely changing. You have the Ten of Wands. Again, I feel like your hard work is paying off. Again, it's showing up in the good stuff. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands. He planted those wands. Those wands are part of his harvest, and now he's getting back to his home here, and he's about to have a harvest. So, I feel like you're about to have a harvest in life, but the harvest that you're having has to do with your skills. I really feel that this reading is saying if you don't express one of your skills, or remember what I was saying about, it almost gives me the vibes about this reading of you feeling like you're not ready, but you are ready. And if you express your skills or, start something, I feel like you're going to realize how quickly you can become successful, but it's not like it's happened overnight. I feel like you had to learn some difficult lessons over 20 years. And so I think what's holding you back is you're thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do this 20 years all over again. But really it's like, no, you went through that 20 years so that you can start creating things much, much faster, much less time. And I would get moving. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is what you're working on, is it worth it or not? But I feel showing up at the good stuff, that finally what you're working on is worth it. With the Magician, you have the Devil, just you showing up in a strong position. You're showing up as you reinventing yourself. I also feel like you're no longer stuck to your story. You're changing your story. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Three of Cups. Yes, I feel there's going to be a celebration from a harvest. These people on the Three of Cups, they are celebrating a harvest that they are having. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. Again, can represent lying, cheating, stealing, but in the area of the good stuff, even outside of the good stuff, I personally think it's a good card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. He is stealing those swords from an army, so he is being tactical. I really do feel that, you have experience where you have, certain tricks or tactics, or you're better at doing things than other people. And I feel like you need to use those like skills, tactics, tricks, all that other stuff to be successful. You have this broken wishbone. It says, wish will not be granted. I do feel like some of you, you have definitely had some major disappointments that you are kind of moving past. You have this feather. It says someone you know is undependable and insincere. I would just make sure that if you're working with people, teaming up with people, that they are doing what they say they're going to do, and I would just pay attention to that. You have the Scales card. It says keep your life in balance. Yes, definitely. I would. You had that other card somewhere in here that also said the same thing. So, I would make sure that you are keeping your life in balance. You have this Mountain Road card. It says you're on the road to success. Definitely. I know that you're creating a lot of success. I'm not even worried about that tower because, again, I feel like that tower is something that's already happened. I also feel the tower is talking about just the cycle that you've been in, Nine of Swords, and now you're changing the cycle, ending it, and you're on this road to success. You have this target. It says a goal-oriented person. Definitely, I think that the solution to the tower is the star card. The star card is having a North Star. So having a goal, having a single goal that you focus on and manifest and create, I feel like if you could do that, you will be much more successful. Like if you could have that one thing that you focus on, that you manifest in your life, like that one thing, that big picture idea, that big goal, that big wish, that big dream, if you focus on one thing, I think that's where the most success will come from for you. But it looks really good here. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.